All right, so look, man, this is round 12's tips and predictions video, Go Ham TV style. But we're going to start off as usual with round 11's recap. The recap for round 11, if you didn't know and didn't see the video, I did say the Raiders was going to win. They did beat the Bulldogs. I also said the Broncos was going to win, and they did pull off the dub against the Sea Eagles. I did not know Reese was injured, but they still was able to pull off a 13-12 victory. That was good right there. I picked the Sharks over the Roosters. They won, so that's 3 straight wins right there. I left the Cowboys and Rabbitohs game alone, but I believe I said, I would definitely take the Cowboys because the Rabbitohs was terrible. I picked the Storm over the Eels, which that did come true as well. That's 4-0. And then I picked the Dolphins over the West Tigers. That's 5 wins that I did. The only prediction that I got wrong was that I thought the Panthers was going to beat up on the Warriors. The Warriors didn't even have Sean Johnson. And another lackluster performance from D-Dub, but was still able to get the 22-20 win. So 5-1 was my record last week as far as prediction goes. Anybody know you win 5 games and only lose 1? As far as predictions go, that's a pretty good record for your predictions. I got a few messages saying, yo, you killing the predictions, please do more. And for that being said, I'm doing one every week, so don't worry about that. So let's get into the leaderboard before we get into the tips for round 12. All right, so we still got the Sharks holding the number 1 position. Of course, they got the win. The Storm did overtake the Panthers again. Panthers was 2, Storm was 3, and they flip-flop once again. The Broncos are up a few spots, and the Raiders are up a few spots, which is pretty cool. Everybody else still in the top 8 is still in the top 8. The only person that dropped out is the Sea Eagles, but they're the Sea Eagles and Dragons are both 5-5. Haven't reacted to the Dragons yet this year. I should react to them. I might react to them in round 12. Maybe not, because they play the Bulldogs, but might not react to it, but I may. Only other team I'm going to discuss right now is the Warriors, just up a few spots as well. I believe they were 14 last week and just moved up 1 spot from that win. They're 4-6 with a chance to, maybe eclipse a few teams right here. Because if they get a win and the Bulldogs lose and Sea Eagles lose, they're going to be going down, and they should overtake one of their spots and to round out the top 10. But, it ain't important until you get inside that top 8. Top 8 got 2 teams that's 6-5, the Roosters and Knights. So they're not really too far behind, just a few games. They do need to pull a streak together, but we'll see if that's able to be done. But let's get into the tips and predictions for round 12. I'm going to leave this game alone, the Bulldogs and Dragons, reason being because I already said I have not watched the Dragons at all this year. To be honest, I don't even think I knew there was a team called the Dragons. That's probably the only team I didn't know. But no, all jokes aside, I'll probably leave that game alone. The Cowboys versus West Tigers, that's going to be a coin flip, another battle with the bums. First game I got prediction-wise is the Sea Eagles versus the Storm. All right. Me personally, I think the Storm is going to pull off the dub against the Sea Eagles. I do know how tough the Sea Eagles played last week, and that is why I was thinking they might be able to pull this dub off versus the Storm. But besides the game that I seen the Storm lose to the Sharks, Storm has been really, really, really balling. So I'm going to go with the Storm on this one. The Storm should get this dub at least by 2, maybe 3 tries. But it might be closer than I'm expecting. But I'm going to take the Storm on this one. Second prediction I got, Raiders versus the Roosters, 6 versus 7. This was a tough one for me because I like the way the Raiders is playing. But overall, I just really think the Roosters is playing good ball this year. Despite a 38-30 loss, the Roosters has been balling. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. as far as balling, I mean, is making it competitive, and the games that they did won, they pulled off in good fashion. So this should be a real good match, but something is telling me to take the 7th over the 6th and choose the Roosters, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So first two we got is the Storm beating the Sea Eagles and the Roosters over the Raiders. Another tough game that I got to predict here is the Sharks versus the Panthers, 1 versus 3. The Sharks, man, I'm telling you, the Sharks have been balling. Best record in the league so far, sitting at the 1. Panthers sitting at the 3. The only thing that's pulling me towards the Panthers is the fact that they just lost to the Warriors. So I do think the Panthers is going to tighten up and fight for this dub right here. Right now, even though the Sharks is seeming like the better team, Sharks got 2 good dubs in a row against teams that people said that they wouldn't be able to beat because they didn't play anybody. But with that being said, I think this is where they meet their match, and the Sharks lose a close one, hard fought, but a close one. I really don't see the Panthers losing 2 in a row at the same time. So with this one, it's a tough decision, but I am going to pick the Panthers over the Sharks. Let me know what y'all think about that one in the comments, because I do think that can go either way. Next, we got the Broncos versus the Titans. No Reese, and the Broncos was still able to pull away. And I believe he's going to miss 1 more week, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think he's going to be in the lineup again this week. But they are playing lackluster Titans, and I do think they're going to get this dub against the Titans. So Sunday night, pretty much 12 a.m. So which is midnight here. I believe the Broncos is going to beat the Titans. I do believe that. So I'm gonna take the Reese-less Broncos on that one. And then another tough prediction right here. We got the 4th seed versus the 13th. The Warriors versus the Dolphins. I did not know Sean was out. And I've been trying to do some research and see if I can figure out when he's coming back. I believe somebody told me he was going to be out for 2 weeks. I'm not sure if this is going to be the last week he's out. I said I wasn't going to lead with my heart again, but this is what I'm going to say. If Sean is playing, I believe the Warriors fight and get this dub. If Sean is not playing, sad to say, and it kills me every time I got to go against him, but I believe the Dolphins is going to win. So depending on the injury updates, I'm taking the Dolphins. If Sean do play, then I'm taking the Warriors. So I'll wait later on in the week to see if he's able to play, but just keep that in mind when you watch this prediction. Sean plays, we taking the Warriors. Sean does not play, we taking the Dolphins. One of those games where hopefully I'm wrong and the Warriors can pull this out, because I'm still pulling for the Warriors. But at the end of the day, it's going to be tough for me to go with a Sean-less team. One I know fought against the Panthers, which was great, but to beat the number 2, because the Panthers was number 2 at the time, to beat the number 2 seed without your best player, and then the following week to beat the number 4th seed is a tough task to ask any team without their best player. So pretty much we're just going to say Dolphins until further notice. We took the Broncos over the Titans. We didn't pick the Rabbitohs game, but if I had to choose, I'm taking the Eels. I don't think the Rabbits are going to get too many dubs this year. Sharks versus Panthers. This was one of my tougher decisions. I'm taking the Panthers over the 1-seeded Sharks. I'm taking the Rabbitohs over the Raiders. Storm over the Sea Eagles. Cowboys over West Tigers, if that means anything for anybody. I will pick that one. So we got Cowboys, Storm, Roosters, Panthers, Eels, Broncos, and Dolphins to end off the predictions. Once again, make sure y'all let me know in the comments below if you agree with the predictions, if you think I'm super right how I was right last week, or if you think I'm terribly wrong with my predictions. So let me know that in the comments. Make sure that you like this video. Try to get this as many likes as possible. You know what I'm saying? At least 100 likes. Let's get at least 100 likes. Send this to a friend for the predictions, or somebody that want to, see some prediction type of videos. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all on the next one.